Hi, this is Thesia of Ellis Family Farms, and it is Monday, May 8th, and we didn't have a Monday update last week because it was awfully rainy, and there was a lot going on, and I really couldn't do anything because of the rain. So now you're going to get to see what happens when it rains for 2 or 3 days and we got about 5 or 6 inches of rain. So we're way behind, but that's okay, and we'll get it done as we go. We didn't get anything done in the shower last week, I don't believe. Well, we may have, now that I think about it. I know I did part of a video showing where Tom was working on he got the air chisel, and that video will be coming out soon if it hasn't already. But, so you can see where he chiseled, because it did have that lip real bad there. And there's still some wavy stuff, but at least we think we can put tile there now. And we got it sealed, so that's ready. Now we're just waiting for the next stage, and that'll be good. There's not much changes on my table. I got one raspberry plant that's looking pretty sickly, and I get the feeling it's not going to last. And I've got one blackberry plant left to do, and I'm looking forward to getting that done. My mints are looking really good. The aloe vera, yeah, I don't know. It's looking pretty sad. When it's beautiful, sunshiny, it's not getting cold at night, so Tom put all the plants outside, and they've been staying outside all the time. But they're looking pretty sad too. We got to get them into the ground. It was just too wet for too long, and then the farmer's market started this last weekend, and he's been working. Oh look, see, this has even got these have got peppers on them already. We've got to get them in the ground, and we will. In fact, he's been working hard to get that part prepared too. His squash, they got beat up by the wind here a few days ago. So, yeah, hopefully we can get things in the ground pretty soon. The peach tree's looking pretty good. As you can see, there are some peaches coming in, and I mean they've been there all along, but they're getting some decent size on them, and looking pretty decent. This is our plum tree. And the plums are looking pretty nice, really. And of course the tree still leans, but so far so good with it. I'm not going to show you my other trees. They're all too little, and they're not going to produce anything this year anyway. But so we'll just show you the peach and the plum tree for today, and show you how they're progressing. And this is our broody hen, or she's not broody anymore, but she's got the little chick. I can hear him, but I can't see. Oh, there he is. But she's a good hen. She's really taking good care of that chick. You can see now that we've got this open, and all the chickens can get in here. They are still able to get into the old part too, and we'll get them closed off and start getting the garden put together here any day now. We moved this mobile egg unit off where it's more lined up to where the other chicken coop is. He got this gate finished and put a nice latch in it. It's a little tight right now, but because it goes into wood, we know that's going to loosen up. It's going to be just fine. But it's a good gate, and I'm glad for it. So he made pretty good progress with that. And also, Tom and one of our neighbors came. The neighbor came, and they caught a bunch of roosters, and he took them off. And I am so glad, because I'm tired of roosters. But we still have a few roosters, but I'd like to get rid of more. I think I'd like to get down to just one rooster. Chickens are taking dirt baths in various places in here. Now we're going to close this chicken coop off here pretty soon, and I'm going to start with some chicks. I'm going to get some chicks from that same neighbor that took the roosters. So what we're wanting to do is all these chickens that are in this whole area here, we're going to take them where they all go into just the mobile egg unit. And I'm sorry about the wind. And then we can close that gate off right there and have just the chicks in there. And after this will all become part of the garden here in the next few days. And so all the rest of the chickens will be in the far where the grass is tall right now. And you can see the posts that he's got set up where he's going to run that. That's all he has to do is just finish running some fencing there, and we'll get them all kind of corralled, and then they can go into that other coop over there at night. So there's some changes happening, and of course, as you know, it never goes as fast as you want it to, but But I sure am happy with the fact that we got rid of a few roosters and it's much quieter around here. I'm really grateful for that. The garden area is looking pretty good. The onions are looking really good, and I'm glad for that. And as you can see, I got a lot of weeds. You know how that goes. There's a lot of weeds. And guess what? Those were bunching onions. We've got some bunching onions, and they're just some little patches here and there. So that's kind of cool. And look at my, oh, it looks like I'm going to have to get in gear and get some of these picked. My broccoli's looking real good. And the Brussels sprouts are looking pretty good, but I'm not seeing anything to come off of them yet. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some harvesting of the Brussels or the broccoli before too long. I did see, I believe these are some carrots coming up finally right here. I don't know if you can see because of my shadow, but there are some carrots coming up in here and there, and lots of weeds. Lovely. And this is my woody bed, the herb bed, and there's been some changes, and all the rain last week was so hard on some of it, because look how anemic my basil look. Well, actually it looks like it's trying to recover. All the bottom stuff is looking bad, but the top stuff on top is finally recovering, and the weeds have just gotten completely out of control. I did come through here and I did some harvesting of cilantro, so some of those have been thinned up, and the video that I watched to show how to do that says to leave the middles of them, and those will turn into I forget what kind of seed they are right offhand, but you know how that you know what they are when they come in off of cilantro. And my great big beautiful oregano bush, I harvested, believe it or not, 13 ounces of oregano off of that to sell at the farmer's market. So that was pretty cool too, and I was real glad for that. My winter onions are going nuts here on the top. It looks kind of cool. And we were supposed to, oh yeah, look, I got some asparagus there I need to get harvested. There's a nice one there. Tom came out over the weekend and harvested. I was surprised that I have some, because I saw some down in the vineyard too that I'll show you here in a minute. So that's about all I'm seeing as far as asparagus here, and I'll get those harvested as soon as I get done filming here. And that'll be cool. And the weeds have gotten so tall you almost cannot see my apple tree there. I got to here to clearing stuff out. So that's another apple tree. Here's the most recent blackberry bush that I planted. I need to get it staked up and looking better and get the mulch and stuff down. It's an apple tree, and then that blackberry's like, oh look, I got a little blackberry on here. That's neat. Awesome. I'm excited about that. My other tree, apple tree. How's this blackberry bush looking? They're looking pretty good anyway. I'm excited. I've been wanting blackberries for a long time. These are strawberry, that one strawberry bed, and obviously I need to get out here and weed it. And the brand new asparagus that will help with we can get some more off of it this next year. And here's some more asparagus here. You can see a couple of spindly ones, and here's a nice one right there. And I need to get out here and get some more of these trimmed too. We had some asparagus over the weekend. We had some beautiful little yellow and orange peppers, and I sauteed them all together, so that was nice. And here's some pretty, there's a blossom here and some strawberries coming in there, so that's nice. Okay, now my cosmos, I'm pretty sure it's all dead, because I think the only thing that's really in here, I think that's Cerise Lespedeza there, so I don't think my cosmos made it. So that one strawberry plant that I had that we don't know what variety it is, I think I'm going to go ahead and plant it into this bed, and that'll keep me from having to build a whole new bed just to plant one strawberry plant, and that'll be good. And you can see how much the grape clusters are growing. This particular variety here is called Chamberson. We've got some Rougon a few rows down, and that's pretty much all we have as far as grapes go. But it's kind of cool to see how they're expanding and getting it. This one's not quite as expanded, so you can see that there, but they're looking nice. The garlic, I think it got too wet last week, so it's still trying to recover, and obviously it still needs to be weeded. I'll get it done little by little. And of course mowing, and I have been mowing some. It's hard to keep up, but things are growing and blowing and changing, and we're moving forward. It's about 8:15 in the evening. Of course, we all know the chickens put themselves up pretty much at night. You can see the rooster over there kind of make his way back into the coop. But what I find interesting are these hens that every night they go up here on top of the table. All day long when it's hot outside, they're underneath the table when they're not foraging and stuff. And then at night, they go sit on top of this table before they go into their coops for the night. And these guys are a little bit hard to see, but instead of going into the coop, they've been going up here at night. There's about up to 6 hens that go up there every night. And even when we were having bad storms at night and everything, and they would get up in the next morning and they were just soaked. They were getting up there. I think one night, I think they knew the weather was going to get real bad, and they did go inside the coop. But generally, they get up there on top of the coop. They seem to like it up there.